Matthew. Today we're going to be making ribs. Ribs and potato salad. It's an easy recipe. We were going to smoke them outside, but the weather's looking really bad. So we're just going to make them inside. But really awesome ribs. Show you how to make it. Potato salad for a side. And I might get a little creative and make something else. We'll figure it out though. Okay, so we're going to do these low and slow. What about 250, I think? We're going to go ahead and get the oven working. We're going to have wait for a minute for it to preheat. Get up to temp. And we're also going to start on our potatoes so we can go ahead and knock out two birds with one stone. This recipe is pretty easy. It's kind of a hands-off recipe. You just basically do all your prep and then stand back and let the oven and the stove do the rest. This is my third food video I've made. We've done ramen, smoked burgers. I did a short on preserves. But speaking of, allow me to show you those preserves. This is how they turned out. They're freaking amazing. I've had some, and they taste so good. It's actually a family recipe. My great-grandma Cross used to make them. And now, 2 generations later, my mom learned from her, and then I learned from my mom. So, these recipes honestly are, like tonight's make is going to be pretty easy. I don't even know. I call it, like, out of 1 out of 10, this would be like a 5 recipe, maybe even a 6. It's pretty easy. I just got your regular, what are these called? Mountain King potatoes. Like $5 over at Rouse's. We got Rouse's down here. Wherever you're from, you'll have your own little local mart. Shop local too, if possible. I love Great Value like everybody else does, but sometimes you just gotta forego Walmart and do something a little closer. So, or a little, not even closer, but localer, more local. More localer. I like that. So, right now all I've done is just salted the water. We got it working. We're going to get the potatoes in there. I like to cook it my own way when I do the potatoes. And it's just throw them in there with the skin. I let the water heat up for a bit. Basically, the idea is, like I let it go for a little bit. I'll throw them in there right now. Just to kind of get the water a little bit hot. The idea is to get your potatoes fork tender. So, meaning that you can take a fork and stick it straight through, and there's no giz to it. Like you don't have to fight to get it through. When you get to that point, these guys are ready to go. If you want to go a little bit above that, then that will get you into like mashed potatoes. But we do want the potatoes to keep some of their structure, but not be hard. Like you want it to be tender, but you don't want it to be hard. So I'll show you. We're going to go ahead and get the ribs working. Like I said, we're doing them inside, so it's going to be really easy. Normally I do these outside of the smoker, and they're amazing. It puts that smoky flavor in it. Once again, it's going to rain, like even right now. It's getting dark out there. It's already starting to rain a little bit. Wind's blowing, so I can't do I have an electric smoker. I can't do it outside because it'll mess it up. We don't want it. So I'm gonna pause this right quick. We're gonna get these ribs prepped, and then we will get this next step. All right, we are back. I couldn't find my normal rack for my ribs, so I just stole this out of my smoker. There's like 4 of them in there. So anyways, when I do ribs, I'm doing really simple. Like, I don't like a lot of extra seasonings, extra flavors, stuff like that. It's kind of a Texas style, I guess. I put this under there to catch the white vinegar, because honestly, I'm just going to throw it in my hand, wipe it on there. This acts as a binder, so whatever you put on the ribs will stick to it. You could use water for a binder if you want to. People use mustard, apple cider vinegar, which actually is a really good flavor. I don't know. People use all kinds of stuff for binders. Just whatever causes your seasonings to stick. Now, for these, throw some salt on them. Some pepper. I like to coat it pretty well. The ratio, I believe, is supposed to be 2 to 1. 2 parts salt, 1 part pepper. I'm a pepper guy. I freaking love pepper, honestly. Sound like, salt, but yeah, pepper out the F. I freaking love pepper. Throwing some garlic on there as well. This actually is not even part of Texas. Because Texas would just be salt and pepper. Like Aaron Franklin, I know, just uses salt and pepper. But I am a garlic person. Therefore, I'm throwing some garlic on the bad boys. So, we're about to drop them in the oven. These guys, if you had lots of ribs, like if you had like a large stack you're cooking, you would leave it in there longer. Apparently this is, very small amounts, just feeding meat. So, typically ribs can take like 6 to 8 hours, something like that. This will probably take about 2 hours-ish. Probably about 2 hours, maybe 3. Maybe 4, I don't know. It's not going to take as long anyways. Plus I have it on 250 instead of 2. So it's going to speed up the process a little bit. We'll get them working. I'll pull them later, probably about an hour-ish. I'll pull them, wrapping them in aluminum foil, and then we're going to, I'll show you later, but anyways, if I have some apple cider vinegar, I'm going to switch over to that later because it gives it a little bit different flavor. And then we'll throw them back in there, finish them up. You wrap them in the aluminum foil, finish them up. It creates a heat sealant and locks in the flavors. And so anyways, we'll get to all that. I'm going to get these started, and I'll be back in just... Okay, so, potatoes have been cooking for a bit. I did a little bit of prep, but I mean just like literally I did a large chop on these things. Just try to get some uniform. It's just 1 red onion, that's all it is. So now we're going to do the potato salad. Potato salad actually is pretty easy. You can just kind of make it however you want to. I'm going to throw the onions in there. This is like one of those backyard barbecue, everyone getting drunk, popping a beer, good times kind of stuff. This is not by any means a very deep or profound recipe at all. I'm literally from South Mississippi, and this is how we do it down here. But you can do it, your potato salad, any way you want to. So this is mayonnaise, by the way. So just a nice little amount of mayonnaise in it. You can do it however really you want to be honest. There is a nice recipe I did in culinary school that I really love. I just got to look it back up. This is mustard, by the way. So we got mayo, mustard, onion, some relish for sweet relish. Make it a little sweet. I might have to go buy some more of this stuff. This will be something that you've probably never seen, but I love sour cream a lot. So I'm going to throw a little bit of sour cream in here. The sour cream is just one of the greatest things you could ever eat anyways. I freaking adore this stuff. The reason why I cooked the potatoes early like I did, because technically if you cook stuff you want it to come out at the same time. This is salt and pepper, by the way. If you cook stuff you want to come out at the same time, the ribs still got a long ways to go. But I'm going to throw the potatoes in here, and I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in here too, because once again I'm a garlic guy. This really is not an exact measurement. You just kind of go according to taste, what you like. That's why I kind of hesitate to actually call this, I mean it is a recipe, to call it a recipe and put it on and try to give you exact measurements for it, because it's just going to be kind of according to taste. That's really freaking good, by the way. Taste as you go also. It's roll of thumb. And basically, be the chef for this, be the doctor for it, you know? Do it the way you want to do it, where it tastes good for you. Play with the recipe. Maybe like it like that, maybe like it like this. Probably cut those smaller, honestly, but I mean, like I said, this is not. This is easy peasy recipe, you know, grandma's house, drinking sweet tea, that kind of thing. So this is with my culinary degree, and next is food science. I'm working to be a culinologist, so I love to cook anyways. As I say, I started with love for cooking and for food, and basically everything has come out of that. My degree, I envision myself, I want to have food trucks, I want to do definitely, I love food and I want to pursue cooking and serving food, eating food. I love eating food too. That's probably why I do so much CrossFit. If I didn't, I would be fat. Fat. So yeah, it's raining by now over here anyway, so I definitely couldn't smoke those ribs. But if you barbecue if you bake those ribs at 250, it doesn't have the same effect since the smoke's not present. But they still cook and they still cook well. If you want them to, hold on, let me try this real quick. Then we'll get to rib time. Just trying to cut this potato. It's a little bit harder than I like, but I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's not like freaking breaking teeth. But basically, you want the potatoes. That was good right there. That's really good. Potatoes to give. When they do, it's just, it still has a little bit of fat in it. So I'll probably pull that one just a little bit early, but it's not really a big deal. So anyways, potato salad. When you serve this, a lot of people, they just put parsley on it. Put a little bit of green. Green always makes food look better. You can put paprika on it. Smoked paprika is really good on it. You can dice up some chives, green onions. I'll probably do that just for presentation. But this literally is your potato salad, and it's about to go in the refrigerator. So I'll go ahead and cool it down. And so now, potato salad's in the fridge. We are going to wait until those ribs are done. I'm going to check them like in a second. My camera's actually a little low, so I'm going to spend some time charging it. But, I mean, really, the rest of it is honestly just a waiting game. Whenever you smoke, barbecue, low and slow anything, it's really just a big waiting game. Like, you can even get like a Nintendo Switch or something, play some video games, watch TV, I don't know, call your mom, do something. And just wait for it all to get done. Whenever we get the ribs back out, I'm going to kind of walk you guys through on how to take care of them. It's really simple. And basically, you know your ribs are done when the meat falls off the bone. And I'll show you all that later. But when it hits that point, it's good. And really, that's about it. I mean, you know, we'll keep on talking as we go, but yeah, it's gonna be awesome. On a typical Southern barbecue, you can even get some baked beans. You can there's other things you can do to, you know, you can do brisket, you can do pulled pork, you can do a bunch of stuff. But really, I'm thinking about different kinds of barbecue. So you can actually do smoked wings, or you can do burnt ends. Burnt ends are amazing. But that'll all be another episode. So anyways, pause it right now. Let this camera charge a bit. We'll get back up whenever those ribs are about ready. Matter of fact, I'll get back on it whenever I got to wrap them. And I'll show you guys what I do when I wrap it. Yeah, make sure I also keep them moist, because they're going to dry out when they're in that heat for a while. Keep them moist. But we'll cover all that. So I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, here we are. I have two slabs of rib, but it's kind of small to be a slab, so I don't know the exact terminology here. So I'm just going to do one of them. The other one I'll do off camera. This is it's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit after what I would have liked to have pulled it. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's probably not a bit after. I'll take that back. It's about good. So this is the easy part. We are going to put some juice on it. I'm gonna pull this up so the vinegar doesn't go all over the table. So I use white vinegar here. I don't have any apple cider vinegar. That's my favorite to use at this point. When you soak them, you can actually soak them in the, because the first part I put on was technically a dry rub. You can soak them in whatever kind of barbecue sauce you're going to use, which I'm going to use a little bit of. I have Jack Mixon's. We got this in Georgia when we were visiting the fam. So shout out to Myron. He's actually a cousin of mine. I'm going to throw a little bit on there. I mean, he's like a second or third cousin, so it's not like immediate family, but he's still family nevertheless. So we picked that up. And, yeah, it's like I'm barbecuing and Martin Mixon's my family. That ups the stakes right there. Just little disclaimer, he's better than I am because he's been doing it for his entire life and has won multiple championships. I've been doing it for not a very long time and have never won any championships. So we'll just leave it at that. We're going to wrap it. Try to get it